Get ready for a tropical twist on comfort food. We're pan frying juicy pork shoulder, broiled to perfection in a tangy sweet pineapple glaze. Paired with savory broccoli fried rice, this dish is packed with vibrant flavors, tender textures, and a bit of island-inspired magic. Perfect for weeknights or special occasions. This recipe brings bold and delicious tastes straight to your plate. Now for our ingredients. Pork shoulders. To spice things up, we're using Maggi all-purpose seasoning, onion powder, garlic powder, Kinder's all-purpose seasoning, cayenne pepper, cornstarch to create our cornstarch slurry for thickening the sauce, pineapple slices and juice, and a little brown sugar, as well as rice and broccoli. And to spice things up, we're using onion, green scallion, scotch bonnet pepper, garlic cloves, Italian herb seasoning, coconut milk powder, and parsley flakes. Alright, let's dive in and bring these ingredients to life. Now what we're doing here is just to rinse our pork so that it can be nice and clean. We are going to rinse it with some lemon, as well as rinsing it with lemon helps to remove any unwanted odors, help to tenderize the meat, and also the acidity in the lemon works to kill bacteria on the surface of the meat and just to create a zesty base for our seasoning. Now while the pork is draining, we're just going to move ahead and prep our green seasonings, right? So the onion, the scallion, or scotchy, some of these will also be reserved for our fried rice. Now guys, draining the meat and drying it before seasoning helps the seasoning to stick better and allows for more even browning during the cooking process. Now if there is excess moisture on the surface of the meat, it can create steam. Now that steam will prevent the Maillard reaction, that nice brown sear that you desire, which is responsible for creating the flavorful crispy crust. Now removing the moisture also ensures that your meat sears instead of steam, Alright, and here we are going in with the seasonings. Now we have added all-purpose seasoning, both Maggi and Kinder's all-purpose seasoning, following up here with garlic powder, onion powder, cayenne, and we're just ensuring that we give it a nice sprinkle all about, followed up with the Maggi ginger seasoning, right? And there we are, giving it a good sprinkle, and we're just gonna take our time and pat the seasoning in. Now patting the seasoning onto the pork shoulders helps it adhere better to the surface of the meat, ensuring an even coating and better flavor absorption. Now this technique also pushes the seasoning in all the crevices of the pork, which helps them stay in place during our cooking process, right? Now patting instead of rubbing, you avoid wiping off the seasonings or even damaging the texture of the meat, and these are kind of little, a little delicate based on the type of cut that we have here. Alright, now we're adding our fresh seasonings, and we're just gonna take our time and give it a little toss so that we can incorporate them delicately, right? We did add some Eve browning as well, just to enhance the color of these pork shoulders. Alright, and this is what we're looking like at the end of the process. We're just going to cover and leave to marinate for about 2 hours, and then it's gonna be showtime. Rice going. Now remember, when you're preparing fried rice, it's always nice to use leftover rice, but guys, I never yet have leftover rice, so we have to do it from scratch, right? And here we go with the coconut milk, followed by parsley flakes, Italian herb seasoning, and some garlic powder, as well as some salt, right? And now we're just gonna bring this to a boil, and then we are going to add our rice. But before we do that, we have to ensure that this is nice and seasoned and tasty, right? Because one of my philosophy in cooking is that all part of a dish has to come in with its own flavor profile for us to end with a delicious dish. Now, even though we're going to fry up the rice and all that, we have to ensure that it is nice and flavorful just the same. Okay. And to the stove we go to bring this to a rapid boil, and in the meantime we're just going to wash our rice. Now, washing the rice before cooking helps to remove surface starch, which can cause the rice to clump together or become gummy during cooking, right? So to have cleaner, fluffier rice, we have to ensure that we wash. Especially when we're preparing fried rice, we need the rice grains to be separate, right? Alright, up next, we are getting our broccoli florets nice and ready. Now, cutting them to this size ensures even cooking and better texture integration with the rice, right? And look at that, guys, our coconut milk has come to a rapid boil. Now we're going to add the rice, give it a good stir, cover and allow it to cook, right? Cover, recover. As soon as it recovers, we lower the flame. All right, and here we are washing our broccoli florets to get them nice and clean. And you know, a little salt solution goes a long way in cleaning them effectively. All right, and there we are. On this rice, it has recovered. All right, and we're gonna leave it to do its thing. By the time we check on this again, guys, it will be ready to be removed and cool, right? So we can get our broccoli fried rice on the way. And look at that, it was about that time. We check on it, it is nice, ready, it is nice and al dente, which is what we desire for this fried rice. All right, now while that is cooking, we're gonna go ahead and get our pork shoulders nice and ready. And before we add these to the oil, you know we have to flavor the oil, right? So we're flavoring here with a sprig of rosemary and a clove of garlic, and in we go, guys, with that lovely pork shoulder. Look at that cut. Oh my goodness, I wish you could smell this right now. It is something else, right? Time to give it a nice good flip. And you see, look at that Maillard reaction. Now, if we didn't pat dry our pork, we wouldn't get that lovely attractive brown color, because our pork would have too much moisture in it, which will cause it to steam, right? And we don't want that at all. So we have to ensure that it is dried and seasoned well, so we can have that attractive Maillard reaction and flavor that we desire. All right, there we are. Give those a good flip as well, guys. This is smelling so good. Okay, look at that. Oh yeah. All right, and look at that rice, guys. I just had to bring you over there. It is so nice and fragrant, and we haven't even fried it up yet. Oh my goodness. All right, two more last pieces to go. All right, and these are coming along nicely, and by the time you know it, it's gonna be time to take these bad boys out. Look at that, guys. Oh my goodness. Can we just take a moment to appreciate this attractive looking pork shoulder? Attractive and delicious, I tell you. Oh my gosh. All right, and there we go. This is what we're looking like. So nice and beautiful. Now, guys, while the pork shoulders are resting, we're just gonna go ahead and prepare all the stuff that we need for our pineapple sauce, right? And here we are with some cornstarch. We're just gonna make some cornstarch slurry. And what's a cornstarch slurry? It's just simply cornstarch and water that we'll use as a thickening agent for our sauce, right? Other stuff can be used to make a slurry as well, such as flour. All right, and here we are kickstarting the process. We have added a little oil that we were using to cook these pork shoulders so that we can have all that flavor. I didn't even rinse the pot, guys, because you know what, this skillet has all the flavors to the bottom, and there we deglazed with a little pineapple juice. Oh my gosh, can you smell it coming through your device? Alright, we have added a little browning for color. Give that a good stir. Alright, and this is what we're looking like. There we went in with a little sugar as well, adding a little Kinder's all-purpose season because it just has a flavor that I like so much. Alright, of course, ginger and pineapple. What you know about ginger and pineapple? Oh yeah, match made in heaven, I tell you. And now we are going in with the cornstarch slurry, and at this stage we'll just reduce the flame because we don't want it to evaporate too quickly. We want all the flavors to take their time and just to develop, and for us to get the perfect consistency. Look at that, guys. Oh yeah, and by the time you know it, it's gonna be time to add those bad boys. Right? Those bad boys that are roasted. Okay, and this is what we're looking like. Continuing just to simmer for 1 to 2 minutes more, and then after that time we are now adding the bell peppers and the pineapple chunks. Right, we're just gonna give them a good flip so that we can coat them nicely with this delicious sauce, and so that they can develop some flavors as well and to release flavors too. Now it's about that time for our delicious sauce to join these bad boys. All right, and there we are, ensuring that each piece gets a nice little coat of this delicious tangy and sweet pineapple sauce. And after applying this sauce, guys, we'll just put it in the oven at about 400 degrees Fahrenheit for about 5 minutes or so. Now look at that. Oh my goodness, I'm tantalizing your taste buds already, and the meal is not even done yet. Look at that, guys. Oh yeah, and guess what? To the oven we'll go for about 2 minutes to get this nice and ready. Now while the pork is going, we added some hot salted water to the broccoli, and we let it remain there in the bowl for about 1 to 2 minutes, and then just to remove some of the bitterness so that we can have it nice and have that vibrant color for our fried rice. And to this skillet we have added a tablespoon of butter, or green onion and white onion. We've added the broccoli, and of course, as I tell you guys, layers of flavor is what will let your dish get the chef kiss, okay? All right, and there we are. We've added our nice coconut fragrant fluffy rice, followed by some soy sauce, and we're just going to work this just for even distribution so that all our rice grains are nicely coated. And guess what? That punch of green onion, that fresh green onion and scotch bonnet pepper are just the two spices that were missing from this broccoli fried rice, right? And after we take out the pork from the oven, guys, this is what it is looking like. Oh my goodness. Now take a look at that rice. Oh yeah, and guess what? Yep, it's time to serve up a plate. And to the plate we go, plating up our delicious, mouth-watering, delectable, flavorful, the perfect balance of sweet and savory in this meal. Oh my gosh, it is so good that we have to plate up another plate. You see me, I tell you guys, this was so good. See, I'm telling you, we had to serve up another plate. It was too good. And there we are, just put in some finishing touches, some additional sauce, and just to garnish with some scallion curls and parsley flakes. And look at that, guys. Look at that masterpiece. Now you need to try out this recipe and let me know how it goes in the comment section below, because this one was too delicious. Oh my goodness. And when I tell you seasoned to the bone, this one is one of my favorites, okay? Now please remember, if you haven't subscribed as yet, please remember to do so. Give the video a like, drop a comment, and also share this video with your friends and your families. Linked down below as well is links to our other YouTube channels and also my Amazon storefront. My returning subscribers and viewers, thank you so much for your support. Enjoy.